It's my birthday today. I've just turned 35, and it feels strange. When I was a teenager, I had an image of what my life would look like by this age. I thought I'd have an office job, kids, my own apartment, and above all, I thought that by 35 I'd finally understand how life works. You know, when you are young, you think adults know how to navigate life. Spoiler, they don't. The truth is, my life looks nothing like I imagined. Sometimes it even feels like I've completely failed it. And honestly, I still don't feel like I'm a real adult. Hi, my name is Veronica, and for the past 10 years I've been living in Dubai, but now I'm traveling to celebrate my birthday. I'm in Budapest now, and it's my first time in Europe since 2016. In this video, I want to share how it feels like to be 35 and still redefining how to live. But first, let me quickly show you the hotel. I love the vibe here, and the view is just beautiful. The location is also amazing, and there is a rooftop bar with even more impressive city views. Being an introvert, I've never liked big birthday parties, so a birthday escape feels like the perfect way to celebrate. My husband and I started planning this vacation back in summer because we had to prepare some dogs and apply for visas, which honestly was stressful enough. A few weeks before the trip, life started testing us in ways we didn't expect. I was so stressed and emotionally drained. It felt like maybe it just wasn't the right time to travel and we were close to cancelling everything. Eventually, things settled down, and I realized that cancelling something I'd been dreaming about for months would only make me feel worse. So here we are, enjoying the autumn atmosphere and reflecting on how my life really turned out by this age. We've just arrived in Vienna, and we're going to spend only one day here before moving to our next destination. And I think it's the perfect moment to talk about something that completely changed my life: moving abroad. Before we moved to the UAE, I'd finished university, worked for a year as a copywriter, got married. My life seemed well planned and stable. And 6 months later, we started a new life in Dubai. Before that, I hadn't even traveled much, so I didn't really know what to expect. The first years in a new country were really hard. Looking back, we made so many mistakes. I thought it would feel like a fun adventure, but in reality, it was a huge and sometimes painful transformation. Learning how to live again and becoming a completely new version of myself. We've just rented a car and left Vienna, and we're heading to our next destination, and I just can't stop filming views outside. It's so beautiful. I didn't realize how deeply moving to a new country with everything new could affect my emotions and mind. For a long time, I felt lost and disconnected, like I'd pressed pause on my own life. Many things people usually go through in their 20s, I had to rediscover later, in my 30s. And honestly, that still puts a lot of pressure on me. Some parts of who I was before moving never came back, but I don't regret it. Starting over in a new country was one of the hardest but most meaningful experiences I've ever had. And now, one of the biggest questions for the next few years is whether I want to keep living in Dubai or start over somewhere else again. So this is our next stop, Falkensteiner Hotel. It's such a cozy mountain place, and it really feels like a little retreat. This is our room. It's really nice, warm and cozy. It actually looks even better than I expected. I regret that we booked only 2 nights here. I definitely need more time to fully enjoy it. We also have a balcony with mountain views, probably my favorite part of this place. I'm sure that in winter the view is even more magical. When I was searching for a hotel, I really wanted that cabin in the woods feeling. We were not ready to book a big chalet, but then I found this room with natural wood everywhere. and I immediately felt like, yes, this is the one. And now I think it's the right moment to talk about beauty, body, and my relationship with how I look at 35. I've never done fillers, Botox, or any other beauty treatments. I'm a bit scared of them. Scared of losing my face or waking up one day not recognizing myself in the mirror. But at the same time, I'm also scared of aging. I started wearing makeup really early, maybe at 14, because I never liked my skin and I wanted to hide it from others to feel less insecure. Even now, it's not perfect and it's rare to see me without makeup. I still don't always like my skin, but I've learned that what really affects isn't just creams or serums, it's sleep, food, and stress levels. The month before this trip, I barely slept, survived on coffee and sweets, and my skin instantly showed it. Once I rest, it always gets better. Sometimes I feel a lot of pressure because so many women of my age do some procedures to their faces, and I start feeling like I'm falling behind. I still don't know what's right for me. Maybe one day I also try something, but not now. When it comes to my body, I have to mention that I grew up with an idea that being skinny was the ultimate goal. It felt like you could only be loved or successful if you were really skinny. It shaped how I saw myself, and I still feel this influence on me sometimes. It took me a long time to change that mindset, to start focusing on health and to take care of my body not because I hate it, but because I want to feel good in it, strong, healthy, and confident. My turning point happened in 2022. On my birthday, I went back to the gym after a long break. I was consistent, worked with a personal trainer, built muscles. And for the first time, I truly felt proud of myself. I kept that rhythm for almost 2 years. Then, due to some health issues, I started skipping workouts. Little by little, the habit disappeared, and I lost the progress I had worked so hard for. This year, I'm not really consistent with my gym routine, and today, I'm not in my best shape. But I know it's temporary. I've done it before, and I can do it again. We are on the road again, moving to our new place. So we are heading towards Tyrol, where we'll be for a couple of more days before flying back to Dubai. This stop wasn't really in our plans, but we were driving nearby and decided to make a quick break for coffee and a short walk. And I'm so glad we did it. The atmosphere here feels incredibly cozy. I would love to stay here for a couple of days. We arrived really late last night. It was already dark, so I'm filming the room today. And I'm shocked by this view. It looks like a painting or a wallpaper. The hotel isn't big, but it's incredibly stylish. We booked a loft room. We also have a restaurant, bar, and spa area. And since it's a low season, we can enjoy everything almost with no people around. Career is probably the most confusing part of my 20s and 30s. I've done so many different things: writing, translation, photography, photo editing. I even tried working for a tech company once. I've had plans to become a personal trainer or a candle maker. And this year I started learning digital illustration. Sounds a bit crazy, right? While my friends are climbing their career ladders, I still don't have that one clear label of who I am professionally. For many years, I thought something was wrong with me, that I had to choose one path and stick to it. But the truth is, I'm not that kind of person. I'm still exploring and still searching for my right direction. Now we on our way to a mountain lake. It's not far from our hotel. And this fresh air feels like a heaven after so many months of Dubai heat. And while we are walking, I want to share a few thoughts about relationship. I got married in my 20s. I was 23. And I've spent all these years together with my husband, going through so many changes and challenges. Living in another country can really test even the strongest bond. You have no family or close friends to support you every day. You either grow together or grow apart. There are no other options. We had our ups and downs, but I think we both found ways how to give each other more space, more support, and more kindness. The best part is that I no longer feel the need to be a perfect partner. I can just be myself. And I'm grateful to have a husband who accepts all sides of me. We still have many goals to achieve, but I don't want to rush or force anything just because society expects us to do so. Today we are coming back to Vienna, and I think it's time to move to the last topic I wanted to share: inner growth. At 35, I'm still learning not to shape myself around others, to stop saying yes when I actually mean no. I used to be such a people pleaser. Now I'm learning to make choices that truly feel like mine, not just the ones that look good from the outside. I'm learning that it's okay to start again, to change direction, to not have everything figured out. Because maybe the whole point is to keep rediscovering who you are, again and again. Thank you for watching. This was my first ever YouTube video and my first one in English. It was definitely a challenge to create it, so some parts may feel a bit awkward. But I'm happy I finally did it. See you in the next video. Bye!